Right. Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Lightning Lads. Here with Mace. We're finally back. Been a long few weeks for us all. Just been busy with work, and a couple of us have been on holiday. So this is the first chance we've actually had in about 6 weeks to post a video. So today we're literally going to talk about MK Lightning. Of course, as you know, is the team we support. And we're just going to go through all the re-signings that we've had so far this off-season, go through the performances of each of those players from last year, the expectations of this year, and sort of all the sort of import news. Obviously, it's now 4 imports rather than 3, and how maybe the Lightning are going to divvy that up. And finally, sort of who we would want in. So it's been hell of an off season for us. I think we signed a lot of players so far, which is great. Obviously, we're going to go through effectively shirt number order. Just it's easier, isn't it? We've got it on the screen here. So the first one, which is Jordan Headley. Massive re-signing. I know he signed a 2-year deal, I think, the beginning of last season. So we kind of knew he was coming back for his, I think it's his 10th year, which would be the testimonial year.
Coming up.
Thoughts on his performances, obviously, last year?
I said earlier in the earlier video before, I said he had a great season. Of course, a couple of stumbles. Because no one's perfect.
No,
people make mistakes. But I think he did struggle a lot on his 5-hole gap. Quite a lot, but then he did work on that the second half of the season, and no one can get through. And I thought he just done so well, and of course at the playoffs, blimey, couldn't get past him.
He was a ball, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good to see Jordan, especially improve as much as he did. He had hard games. I think we did as a team. To be fair, we had some real tough games. But to see, his performance at Coventry. It was the best I've seen him play in that would be my end of my 3rd season of watching Lightning. So it was definitely his best weekend. And hopefully he will come into next season even better after that performance. And
just move on forward from that.
Moving on from that. So we're buzzing to have Jordan back. Next one is Archie Salisbury, who again signed a 2-year contract back at the start of the season. But he was on a 2-way with Glasgow Clan in the Elite League. Not sure if that's the same thing this year, but I'm sure that will be announced by Glasgow if that was the case. What a first season for Archie. I know he came through sort of early part of last season, didn't he? On there, so the season just finished now. He's had his first full year, and he's been very, very good, isn't he? For that age of 18 years old, his composure on the puck. He's not obviously scared to drop the gloves and defend his teammates.
Seen it. He's proper put some guys on the ice. He's gave them what for.
Yeah, he's been absolutely phenomenal in that D pairing with. I think he's been paired with all sorts, isn't he? I think he's worked with Malik, I think, and obviously, I think Patrick Forsberg. He's been
of course with Griff as well.
Griff. So, whoever he's been with as a D pairing, he's done phenomenally well. I mean, his penalty minutes, I think they were pretty impressive. He wasn't too hot-headed that maybe we thought he might have been, but that's just normal for his game. But delighted, as I say, like with Jordan, for him to come back and show what he can do again. Absolutely phenomenal, wasn't he?
Honestly, and of course, after that, Tom Rutkiss is back.
Tom's, great to have him back. One of your
favourite players?
My favourite player for sure. Has been since he signed. He signed a 2-year contract from this season, so he will be with us next year as well, which. He's absolutely great. I know he goes under the radar massively in our team, but I think his work rate
rate's there, 100%,
phenomenal. He maybe didn't have his best point season last one, but I mean,
because previous season he was quite more on the scoreboard.
But his hard work off the puck and what he does for his teammates and things is why I'm guessing Timmy brought him back in. Absolutely phenomenal for me. I thought his playoffs were probably the best. Again, few little games he's had. He was just doing the right things, which made us work as a team. And as I said, he caused a bit of havoc. I think he set up one of the goals as well, which is what he's about. Yeah. So
I just hope he comes back for next season. I hope he does all that, but just a little bit more.
I think he will. I think he knows.
He's got the potential,
sure, doesn't he? That he's got more in the locker, and I think that he's getting used to being at Lightning. This is his third year, so he'll be getting used to it for sure. Good, interesting to see what he brings back. The next one, which again, this is his second year of his 2-year deal, was Corey McEwen. Again, massively under the radar of a player.
He is very underrated as well because he's a forward, but at the same time, he does come back, he does defend, and he gets his stick in there, and he's not afraid to get hit.
He does nitty-gritty, doesn't he? Yeah, he doesn't do anything too silly. He doesn't do anything difficult. He just plays smart. He plays smart, exactly that. He plays smart hockey. He scored some important goals for us. And I think he's definitely one to watch out for next year. Yeah. Obviously, he's a centre. It'd be interesting to see what other people we might bring in or re-sign in that same position. But certainly, I think we'll see the best of Corey again next year. Then we got the brick wall, Ed Nags.
Same as Corey, under the radar.
Underrated. Probably for me, one of the best underrated D-men in the league. Yeah. What he does, again, simple hockey. Doesn't do anything silly. He commands the puck. He defends well. He hits if he needs to. He will step up and score slapshot goals and things which we've seen a few times. But he does he does it so well. Again, he's been with Lightning for many years, and it's good to have him back for this next year. Again, a very solid playoffs, a very solid, really all round season on there. And then we've got, I think, your wife and my wife's favourite, one of their favourite netminder, Will Curlin, was announced last week. Great to have them both back, him and Headley, isn't it?
Because we're used to the both of them there, and it's just that relationship.
Massive.
And also, it's great for the atmosphere in the locker room.
Oh, yeah, he's a great character. Massive.
He's, honestly, even like the management as well, when we spoke to him, say he's a big character in there, but it's positive.
He gets them. It's almost like the good feel factor with him. He gets the fun on the ice. So any nerves that the players may have warming up, or even he joils them up. He seems to get everyone going. Fantastic player. Stepped up when we needed to in the first couple of days of games. Of the playoffs. When obviously Jordan didn't have his best game, and he knows that. He came in and arguably saved us in Swindon from when we were at MK, the home game, where we obviously were at the IP for that. He saved the 1-on-1, which means we wouldn't have got it to overtime, which means we wouldn't have got the extra point. What that would have happened
could have been absolutely different there.
Different story. So he's needed to. He's really come in and shone. The best tandem, I think, in the league as well.
Yeah.
For Headley and Curlin, I don't think there's many goaltending sort of 1 and 2 that you can say.
It's always been like one netminder, that's it, and then you've got the backup.
But they're both of them could be number one on there.
So we're quite strong in the back.
Yes. Next one, number 33, or actually was 33, now 55.
55.
Malik Martelli, who is Matthew, who is also part of Lightning as his favourite player. Shout out to Matt. He couldn't be with us today. He's busy working, as is Nathan and Owen. Malik, I was shocked at his free signing. I'm so happy that he's back. I thought he would make the step up to Elite League after
Elite League, or be poached up to, was it Canada or USA?
Yeah, there was talk, wasn't there, when going over there just to play sort of like maybe, maybe, I don't know, college leagues or something like that. But he was definitely looked at, wasn't he?
Yeah.
So buzzing to have him back. He was phenomenal last year, wasn't he? Of course, got into the NAHL Team of the Year, obviously on that second line in the D. So I think this year, is going to be wow, isn't he?
Yeah, he said about one more year, Liverpool. I think that's like the fight for the league. I think that's what he wants to do, and the whole team want to do. But at the same time, I think after that he might jump up after that. But I think it's the fans as well.
Yeah,
he loves the fans.
Yeah, he loves the club, and he might have found home here, and I hope he has, and I hope we could keep him for as long as we can. But
fingers crossed.
I think, as we know, eventually, if he carries on how performing every year and how he's doing, he's going to get poached for sure, and that is all okay. I always remember that goal that we went to. I think that was when Halloween game where we were sitting in block 7 and it was coming diagonal off the left wing and it just sniped it over the shoulder of.
I shouted. I think everyone heard me as well. I went, shoot! And then what happened? He shot. He scored, and I get that assist as well.
yeah, you get the assist.
I'm only joking. No, but
yeah,
phenomenal. Next up, number 86. Shaun Norris.
Again, wow.
We thought he'll go back up.
I mean, we have Owen, who we all love. We all sort of agreed that he would go back up to Elite League after his stint. I thought he would get fit again, fall back in love with hockey, and maybe go back. But clearly, he's found home in MK. So buzzing to have him back, and I would love to see what he does for a full season points wise, because he came in and smashed it. As he does, obviously a lot of pressure on his shoulders, I think, as well, because obviously we'll talk about Ross Venus obviously retiring in a minute, but he's got big shoes to fill with that, and obviously he'll be one of the main forwards for us this year, no doubt. But again, gutted for him that he couldn't make the playoff final.
Injury in training
weekend, because injury in training, his knee. Obviously, he sat up with us in
bless him.
At Coventry, hobbling with his crutching and things. But yeah, it was a shame, but we did him proud, and obviously got the win, as we know. So yeah, great to have him back. Go on to the last two. Then we've got again an underrated player in Rio Grinnell Park. I think that's the best season I've seen him play for me last year. He's everywhere. He's pressurizes the D. He's so quick. He's decisive. He didn't get as many points as we'd like, but he did score at the playoff weekend.
He did,
in the finals week end. I'm sure he did anyway on there. But yeah, what a player. Again, he's almost like Mr. MK now, isn't he? He's getting one of those that he's been with us for many years. But he's still very young. So
very
young,
young,
isn't he? Say very young. He's still probably maybe I don't want to say an age on it, because I might sort of upset him if he's watching.
But 24.
But he's still very
a lot younger than us.
Yeah, no doubt.
We're granddads at the minute.
But yeah, buzzing to have him back, and again excited to see how it works in the role that he'll play next year.
Yeah.
And again, our player of the year was the Lightning Lads. I know we didn't post it, I don't believe, but it's Jordan Cowney. Again, phenomenal. He was last year.
The playmaking,
he makes it look effortless, like we talked about. Most of the players do, but he really did improve as the season went on. As you would expect, stepping back down from Elite League to come to our league. Playing, I mean, he knows MK very well after he played for us before, but as he does, it takes a few games to get into the rhythm of the team play, but once he did, he was really good.
I think he got 84 points.
Was it 84, 86, something like that? I'm sure he's going to push to 100 points next season. I think with the players that hopefully will sign around him. Obviously, Sean helps. Obviously, having him hopefully on the same line. Interesting to see what we do with Dylan Lawrence and all their other imports potentially, but we'll talk about that.
But we're quite excited, aren't we? Because the Lightning Lads
have only loaned
Jordan Cowney's dark jersey.
Yeah,
which is going to be pretty cool.
Really cool. Obviously, that will be something that we'll get at the end of next season coming, of course. And
we'll chat to them during the season.
Yeah. So that'd be good. Always wanted to do something like that. So that's good, isn't it? So very exciting so far. Obviously, there is a player signing tonight. We know who it is, but we're not saying anything because we're not allowed to, and that's perfectly okay. So we will wait until 7 o'clock, and we'll post it on our next video that we'll do, which hopefully will be in the next week. I would think. I know I'm away. We're on holiday again back in the next week, so it might be Mason on his own, or we might get one of the other lads to jump on. But yeah, so that will be announced. So 7 o'clock tonight. So we're interested to see that. So right then, Mace. Next thing we're going to talk about would be obviously the imports that we are hopefully we're getting and incoming. What do you think the breakdown will be? Because obviously we have 4 now. So do you reckon it's going to be 2 and 2, 1 and 3? How do you reckon it's going to set up?
Well, last season, like it was, the imports won't score as much as they should be. It was more like all around the team, and of course, like English players, because the imports are meant to be the guys who are meant to be a bit higher up.
Yeah.
But I think they're going to go for 2 forwards imports and 2 D men.
Yeah, no, I would say that would be the case. Whether or not do we get Forsberg back? That's a very good question. I think we all hope so.
We do. As a fan Just base. Keep the back how it used to was. We've got James Griffin maybe coming back.
Yeah.
Of course, John Spadafor, Patrick Forsberg. Yeah. I'd love to see Patrick Forsberg just have a whole season with us and see like how many more points he can get.
Yeah. That would be
what he did in that half season was incredible.
I think he changed the dynamic of how we play. I think in RD, and he's exactly what we needed. Reminded me very similar to Bart Bartholomew, who played for Hull the season before last. Very similar. Goes up the ice, wants to attack, wants to score points, wants to score goals. So yeah, if he does re-sign, I would expect sort of a huge return from that point of view. Dylan Lawrence, I would love to have him back. I know there's question marks over him because obviously his fitness of last year, but for me, I would love him back.
He's always said, I remember going to Ross Green's testimonial, but went to the curry night, and of course I sat with Dylan and also Ben Solder. Someone hopefully we can get back.
We can get back as well. yeah.
But we don't want Leeds snapping them up.
No, anybody's snapping them up.
But no, what is it? And then Dylan's like, it's like, see what happens. But he loves the fans. He's actually said he loves the fans. It's the biggest support, best in the league. So, never one of my favourite players he is. So I do hope we do have Dylan back.
Yes, 100%.
Keep fit, bless him.
That would be good. But I think he got a massive shoulder injury from
in Sheffield.
Yes, on there. So. Yeah, let's see. I mean, I think 2 and 2 split, as you say, keep it the same. What Timmy does, we're not quite sure whether he's going to step back on the bench and then sort of then we do get a new import, or whether or not. He does still play, but not very often. And we do have 4 imports plus Timmy if he needs to step in. So that's something we'll wait and see.
Looking forward to what happens there
on there. But the players that you would want to sign as an import, of course, we're on that topic. Who would you, one player that you'd like us to sign if it wasn't the 4 that we already got?
Hull would not like me. I would love Emil Zvek.
Yeah. It's more question marks over that, isn't there? Not necessarily even come to lightning, but him leaving Hull because they've just got Sobchak, Jordy Cornell, and then they've just signed Geordie Stallard. So whether they get Svek back and have all 4 forwards as an import, or whether they're going to get a D. So there is question marks on that. But yeah,
I just think he'll just fit perfectly in Lightning.
Oh yeah,
just like for the strength at the back, but also for the points. 2 seasons, 100 points plus, and also just the dream of Patrick Forsberg, Emil Zvek at the back. That would be like, we're coming to Lightning, we're frightened.
Yeah. No, that would be. It would be very good, wouldn't it, to have someone like Zvek in.
That's my dream.
I mean, mine. I'm looking at Elite League. I know he's just re-signed for Nottingham Panthers, but Mitch Fossier. Not many players like him out there, and not many people know him in our league. But Mitch Fossier would have been classy. He's too good, I think, to step down at this stage. But
maybe in the future.
Maybe in the future, I would love Mitch Fossier. But if I have to be realistic, as an import. It probably would have been someone like Matty Barron that's left Leeds, but I don't think he's coming back. So I think he's going back home.
Nolan Gardner.
Nolan Gardner would have been up on my list. I think Nolan Gardner for me could be another one that happens. But I just want somebody that can come in, like Rory Herman did, and just bag up a load of goals and a load of points.
Yeah.
It's just not a bad thing that all of our players and our points are spread around with that, but I would love to have a massive player to smash 100 points.
Yes,
plus.
definitely.
To hopefully guide us to the league title would be nice.
Yeah,
wouldn't
definitely.
it? But no, I think that wraps up that part of it. Now, lastly, before we move on to some more sort of exciting news that we posted out there, where do you think we will be next year in regards of the expectation for us now? I mean, I'm guessing after we won the cup season before, last year won the playoffs, surely it's got to be the league, isn't it, this season?
Of course, that's what we want to think and just go for it. But of course, you think about the other teams strengthening up.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got Bricknell and Bristol, you got Basingstoke Bison back.
Yeah, look what Sheffield are doing. I mean, they've announced that's really bad, isn't it? I mean, Liam Steele, isn't it? Sorry, two-way. So that he's a big old D-man, doesn't he?
I think it's going to be harder this season because everyone's strengthening up. Of course, a big loss with the Bees not being there, but
huge loss.
Hopefully they'll come back soon. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a tough one. But of course, Lightning fans, we want
to win everything. We love to win the treble. Would be lovely.
If it's not that,
the league's got to be. It's got to be for us, isn't it? The one that we'd want to see. I've never seen us obviously win the league. I've only seen us win the cup in the playoffs. So to win us the league would be phenomenal. And then but we will see, won't we?
We will.
Yes. So that's a wrap up.
I forgot him.
No, I'm just going into that. Oh, sorry, we have. Sorry,
Venus.
Yes.
Naughty,
yes.
The retirement of forward Ross Venus.
Yes, which I can't even miss that hour. Sorry, my mind's elsewhere in the moment with that. But
right.
Yeah, no, phenomenal player for 2 seasons. It's just such a shame. Well, you can totally understand why. He's got family. He lives up in Coventry. It's maybe his time's done in hockey.
Spend more time with family.
Yeah, but he's been probably up there with Player of the Year for the first 2 years.
100%.
He was with us there.
And maximum points as well, wasn't it? Maximum points with Lightning in his career.
Got the MVP at the playoff weekend as well, which was well deserved. Glad that he won a couple of trophies when he was here. That's always lovely, and I think he will echo that as well.
Yeah. And he's quite shy. He's quite quiet, and I think that's how he wanted to leave.
Yeah, I don't think he really wanted to make a song and dance over him retiring, which is just so how great of a guy he is. He just wanted to drive off into the sunset and live his life. So thank you, Ross.
No, cheers, Ross,
for your efforts.
Enjoy your retirement, mate. Relax.
Yes, relax. So now we can move on. Like I did, was going to with an interview that we're doing this evening on there with Richard Hartman of the Peterborough Phantoms. So I'll be conducting that. There's been a bit of a change around where Mace was supposed to be with me, but things obviously change in schedules and things. So that should be posted in the next 48 hours on our social media, on our YouTube channel. But yeah, so that's going to be exciting to speak to Richard and to talk about his career in hockey and things like that. So that'd be worthwhile a watch as and when it gets posted, but we'll let you know. But
he's our first Papa Cherry.
He's our first Papa Cherry on the interviews. Yeah, we see obviously all the other podcasts around the league are doing it, and we're very new, of course. So that's something that we've got a couple of players hopefully lined up on there, but that's a work in progress, as usual, guys all know. So, but no, thank you for watching. I said we will be back a lot more now. We said we just had a bit of tweak behind the scenes of a few things that was going on, but now we're back. It's going to probably be mainly me and Mason, just because it's easier for us to post like this of location where we all live. So thank you for watching, and we will see you soon.
Catch you later.
Thank you very much.